What's up? I'm Mactang for NEGS and this is my first tutorial for Adobe After Effects, and today we're gonna learn how to make a cool FX with no third-party plugins or whatsoever, and take a look at the final output. So it's a very short video and it's very easy to make. Okay, so let's get started. First, we're gonna take a new composition, name it space or whatever you like. Okay, hit OK. Now we're gonna take. You'll need some map, a world map, like a search here for world map. Actually, sorry. Yeah, somewhat like this. So just collect it from the internet. There's a lot of this images. Okay, so back to the tutorial, and I got two of those. Uh, Drag it in here, and there's an effect called CC sphere. Okay, it's already in here. So just drag this into this layer, and boom, it's done. Simple, right? Okay, so we're gonna do some more detail in this earth. So we have this night effect with lights, earth lights. So it's a simple. Drag it in here and drag the CC sphere in here. Drag it upwards, sorry, or downwards, whatever, and change it to lighten or screen. Yeah, I think screen will be better. Okay, so first of all, there's something that Earth is not should not be stable, right? So we're gonna do some simple animation right here. Go to rotation, and you can see the y-axis rotation. Okay, so it's here. So how long is my frame? Wait, let me just check it. It's 5 seconds. Okay, so let's make a keyframe for this rotation at y-axis. So just click at the stopwatch. Okay, so and drag it till the end if you want the animation till the end, and I'm just gonna give it 180 degrees, and yeah, it's done. Boom, it's done. Just look at it. Okay, so we're gonna do the same for that night thing, the night map. So solo it out and go off to rotation, keyframe, and yeah, 180 degrees, done. Okay, so it's not, yeah, it's matching. So for more detail, just add some curves in here, and wait, solo it out first, and I need some levels. Sorry. And maybe some tint. Yeah, I need tint because it's too much of this bluish color. I need tint. Okay, so that's it. It's now total black and white. Wait. Okay, so let's mess with this levels. Just brighten it up till okay, and Do it for your taste. And some curves. Wait. Okay, so let's try it. Okay, it's not worth it. Levels. Yeah, really? Okay, we're gonna do it so much less. Okay, it's tasteful. Yeah. Okay. So let's do another thing. I want the light not from this side, but from this side. So what what am I gonna do is just go in here and change the light direction. Boom, it's done. And the light height for this. Okay, so that I can uh, reflect more of these dark areas, and this may work. Okay, so let's do it the same with uh, the night thing. Go to CC sphere, go to light. Oh wait, let's solo it out first. Okay, almost. Yeah, so now it looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, you can do it much better if you give some more time to this. Okay, so let's move on. Let's just pre-compose it. Go here, composition, sorry. Okay, layer and pre-compose. Let's do it. Earth. Okay, move all attributes. That's done. So, wait, let's rename it because there's a lot of earth in here. Let's rename it Earth 1. Okay, so next, we're gonna do, if we have Earth, then of course we should have a moon, right? So I have a moon texture here. Where is it? Okay, so just drag it in here, and it's the same. Just type CC sphere and drag it in here. Here's the moon, and here's the Earth. So let's move the moon here right now, and let's make the radius a bit small. Okay, that might work. Wait. Okay, it's done. So now for the background, we have our. Okay, it's here. So for the background, just drag it in here. Boom, we got the background. And for your taste, like I've done here with this, you can make a camera to move it and add some flares. Actually, these flares are not from optical flares. These flares are just an image I've taken from the internet, and I just animated the position and the scale up. That's it. So here, for the time being, we're gonna take it this, and now for the camera, take new camera. Okay, and go back to layer, new, and take a null object so that we can uh, manage the camera movement with the null object. So we're gonna parent the camera to the null object. Wait, but first let's do it everything in the 3D layer. Okay, so everything is 3D right now. So now if we move the camera, if we move the null object, then the camera moves with it. Right. So It's a good thing. That's cool. Okay, so I'm gonna make this background a little bit larger. Okay, that's tasteful. And we're gonna push it back into the Z space. Okay, much bigger. Okay, that's good. It looks good. Okay, so now for the, yeah, and you can add some glow over the earth, and yes, it's time for the sun. So take a new layer, a new solid. Take a new solid, color it with white, simple white. Okay, I'm gonna take white for and mask it out. Select the solid. Let's name it light. Just mask it. Okay, hit F for the feather and just okay. It's tasteful, right? Okay, and move it over the corner. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Move it here. Okay, that's pretty good. You can do it your own way. If you give some time, then it'll be beautiful. And okay, next step, we're gonna duplicate it. Control D, and okay, it's light 2. We are gonna go to layer, solid settings, and we will change the light, the solid color, so it will look like we changed the light color. It's so simple. So match the color like the sun's glow. Okay, that's tasteful. Move it a bit, duplicate it, Control D, move it upwards. Okay, and I'm gonna select the light and Control D, the white light, and move it in the top. Okay, that's good. You can duplicate it again and change the light. It's up to you. So I'm gonna make it a little bit reddish. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's okay. So now we're gonna turn every layer into 3D layers. So if we move the camera, it changes the position with it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Okay. So we got some flares from the internet. I'm just gonna take this flare, place it in here, and change the modes and change the blending mode to screens. Simple. I'm just gonna flip it over and rescale it. Okay. Okay, that's good. And now we are going and change it to 3D layer. Okay. And now we got this cool effect, the revolving effect, yes, and yeah, pretty good. Okay, you can add some more flares to make it look good. but don't overdo it, because if you overdo it then it looks bad. Yeah. Okay, so we got one more flare effect. We're gonna just drop it in here. Hit F4 and change the blending mode to screen. Just okay, we don't need this later on. So now we're gonna animate the camera with the null object. Okay, so we're gonna rename it to camera control. So, oh, it's not a 3D layer right now. I'm gonna change it to 3D layer first. Yeah, now it's a 3D layer. Yep. We, now we will animate this null object. Okay. So hit P for the position and hit this stopwatch so that you create the keyframes. Hit the stopwatch and just drag it in the Z space backwards. Okay, so here's the zoom out, and oh, sorry, I forgot to move this timeline. Okay, so drag it in here, drag it till here, and move it in Z space backwards. Okay, so now if we look at it, it's pretty good animation. Okay. Oh, we forgot to do one thing. Let's animate the moon. We forgot to animate the moon. It's a simple go to rotation, hit, make sure it's at the beginning. Where's that? Where's the moon? Okay, we're gonna solo it out. Make sure. Oh, wait. I'm gonna make it front for right now. Make sure you solo it out, and it's just the same. Go here, hit the stopwatch, bring it to the end of the timeline, and just make it 180 degrees or however, whatever speed you want, and boom, it's done. And you might notice one thing, that the moon revolves around this earth. So what we're gonna do is just animate the position of the moon. Hit P, click the stopwatch button, go to the end of the timeline, and I'm just gonna move it in Z space too. Okay, yeah, bring it a little up, and I'm gonna push Z in Z space. Is it working or not? Okay, we'll deal with it. And for the smooth animation, I just like to easy ease this, so it's just simple. Yeah. And for like the effect that the moon is going far away from the camera, the moon will start to shrink. So what we're gonna do is just hit S for the scale, and we're just gonna do, okay, hit S until the end. Scale it down. Okay, that's good. Shit. Hit F9. Okay, so now if we look at the animation, the moon is going far away from the camera and it's shrinking. That's pretty tasteful. Okay, so now if we do it. That's pretty good, right? Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. So now for the adjustment layer, we're gonna hit Alt Control plus Y, or you can just go in layer, new, and adjustment layer. Yeah. So we need some levels. Drag it in here, and we need some curves. And I need some hue saturation for my taste. So at first we're gonna do the levels. Look at it. I think the scene is too bright, so we're gonna level it down to our taste. Okay, it's pretty good, right? Okay. And time for some hue and saturation. Yeah, that's not what I want. Okay, there's a little bit of difference. And time for some curves. Yeah. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, that's too dark. Okay, mess with some radish. Make a little bit red. Go for the blue. No, no, no. Okay, so it's almost done. Right? Let's mess with it again. Okay, so now I think the background is too brighter. So what we're gonna do is just grab some uh, levels and drop it in here. I'm just gonna move this dark areas. Okay. Move a bit again. More. Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna need some curves. Drop it in here. Okay, that's tasteful. So it's pretty good now. So like you see this flare burning the camera lens. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think the moon is too close, right? And it's much bigger. So I'm just wait, hit P for the position. Move it into the Z space. Okay, it's pretty good. I think I should move it a bit. No, sorry. Yeah, I'll move it in. Some Z space. Okay, so it's almost done. and the rest of the things are just simple. You just you can add some more adjustment layer and correct the colors, and yeah, that's it. And you can add some more flares for uh, the lighting effect, like this one. Wait, where is it? Yeah, like this one. Hit F4, change it to screen, and you can bring it down a bit. Yeah, like make it a 3D layer and change the just move the position of this light, I mean the flare, so that, wait, you'll just see what it does. Like move it here. I think it's too bright, but you can manage it. Move it down the adjustment layer and hit P for the position. Just okay, it's good. And just yeah, till here. Okay, it's good. Hit F9 for easy ease, and I think that much hit. And hit T for the opacity. Do it 100, and by the time it moves here, change it to 0 so that the side of the Earth has gone opposite to the camera, so the light goes off. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, I'm sorry. Hit easy ease. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay guys, that's it. So like, share, and comment anything you want to improve in my tutorial videos again, and yeah, subscribe to my channel so you get new updates and Adobe After Effects tutorials again. So thank you guys, stay awesome.